Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. This is kind of a weird angle here, but I wanted to show you this super cool chest I purchased recently. I got it at Target. It is a little rolly cart. It's got casters on it. I can roll it out here. Ooh, it's heavy. Ooh, okay. So anyway, it does have wheels on it, but I am storing it here underneath like a little table that I have. I use this table a lot for when I'm filming videos. I'll put dolls and stuff on it, and then there's my backdrop. Okay. But with all the customizing I've been doing lately, I just started collecting more and more customization supplies, and so it was like, first I had them in, believe it or not, I was attempting to use this little tackle box, which was kind of a joke because, I mean, this really did not even work from day one. But I thought, well, I'll put my, the, what do you call it? The paints and paintbrushes and a couple of pliers and things like that in here. So for a little while, this worked, for a few days. And I actually had a lot of supplies already. I did try to do customization a few years ago. And honestly, a lot of the supplies are just like regular crafting supplies. Like these are supplies that do not fit in here because they're too tall. I have some Mod Podge right there. The bottle over there on the other side is rubbing alcohol, which I use to clean off, before I use Mr. Clear or do any kind of painting or pastels or anything on a faceplate. I clean it off with alcohol, so rubbing alcohol. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers here. And yeah, I took some little boxes that I had left over from various things to help kind of section things off. But I've got brushes, pliers, or those are actually screwdrivers, little tins full of bits and odds and ends. I've got some pastels here. What else? I got little sponges and eraser thingies. Some pull rings. I've got more pull rings someplace. And I would say this isn't all of my customization supplies, but this is the majority. Like I said, I got a little bit of leakage over here because these are too tall to fit in these drawers. So yeah, so there's that. In this drawer, I have the dreaded glitter. Some paints. I got this set of paints on sale on Amazon for a really good price. This is just like scratch paper and stuff to use for painting, look like that. They're just things that I recycle. And speaking of recycling, and I can just put the paint on there. Some pastels. I've had these pastels forever. I used to use them when I was making cards and things like that, paper arts. And then this drawer has, back a little bit, I have some eyelashes and hands and ears and eyeballs. I have these things because I did do one project with them. So far I haven't thrown them away yet, but face coverings there, little face masks to protect their faces. Eye chips. Thank you to a viewer who donated these to me. Thank you, thank you. All right, here we've got bodies of various kinds. Various doll bodies. We've got the traditional Takara style bodies here that I like. A couple of Leica. We've got a Leica body here. I like the Leicas too. We've got, this is a smaller, an extra small, what do you call it, A-zone style bod. Another traditional one. I got these, I'm not really sure. I think I was originally going to try to put a Barbie head on these, but the proportions were not right. So I got those. Got a few little heads back there. Little Barbie heads. And then the last drawer I have a bunch of old towels that I use, and then my 1 can of Mr. Super Clear. So now that I have most of my supplies together, the idea is that when I'm ready to do any sort of customizing, I can just pull this out, roll it over to my sewing table. Don't look at that. Over here. move my sewing machine and sundry sewing stuff out of the way and get to working on the dollies. That's why I put the this kind of stuff up here at the top, because this is mostly the first two drawers are things that I use quite a bit when I'm doing any kind of doll customizing. If you want, let me know and I can tell you where I got this at in Target. Honestly, if you just go over to Target and look for organizational carts, it's there. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend this particular cart. My husband was able to figure out how to put it together, but one of the drawers basically didn't work, and he had to do some extra drilling and stuff because the bits didn't fit into the sides. And they do open pretty well. I mean, he did a nice job, and I really appreciate the effort. And let me tell you, when it says assembly required, this was in all little parts and pieces. There was none of this was pre-assembled at all. All right. Let's see if I can. So I have carpet in this room, so this thing doesn't roll that great. But it does roll enough where I can pull it out and push it back. And that was kind of the purpose. This way it's kind of out of the way and not in 20 different. I had like the tackle box, and then I moved up to a big tote, and it was just getting ridiculous. So like I said, I would say about 90% of my supplies are right here now, and I'm hoping that'll make things much easier when I go to customize. In fact, if you'd like to be part of my customization journey, please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon below. I have a playlist now that I actually set up for my customizing videos, but of course I do sewing and all kinds of other dolly crafts over here. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. Please give this a thumbs up and have a wonderful dolly day. Bye-bye.